Okay, I have a story. It's about Elvis and his fame. It's a story. It's a total fictional story. So let's begin. Elvis comes home with a record deal in his hand. He greets his mother Gladys, who is making turkey sandwiches in the kitchen. "Hey, Ma," he greets. "Hey," she replies. "Are you going to have a shower?" "No," he tells her. "I am going out for a beer." "At age 16? asks Gladys. "Tonight I am 20. I got a record deal," he says, proud. Gladys blinks her eyes. "A what?" she asks. "A record deal," he tells her. "Soon I'll be famous." "Is there any money involved?" asks Gladys. "Nope," tells Elvis. "I go now. You just stay here doing mom things." Gladys rolls her eyes. "It's called housework," she mutters as the front door closes. That night Elvis drinks and he meets his father Vernon, who is at the bar and pays for 2 more beers and a round of whiskey. Elvis smiles and celebrates with his father, and then together they go home. Gladys tucks her brush behind her comb, and then she turns to go to bed when she meets Vernon by the door. "Your son was drinking at the bar alone," he mutters, half drunk himself. "So? He was happy about some record deals," tells Gladys. "So you're a bad mother," tells Vernon, as he stumbles close. "You say soda, not beer for you." "He ran out so quick I couldn't stop him," asks Gladys. Vernon grunts. "Well, sometimes I can't catch that boy myself," he mutters before he changes direction and stumbles into bed. Gladys wipes sweat on her palms into the lace cloth hanging off the chest of drawers. She then slips into bed herself. The next morning, Gladys makes Elvis a meal, pancakes and blueberry syrup. Elvis looks at the meal and sneers. Did you make the worst breakfast ever?" he complains as he rubs his head. "Orange juice, please." "Try ketchup," mutters Gladys before she chops the tomato into quarters, puts tonic water and tomato in a glass before adding ketchup. Elvis sneers. "What on earth is this?" he asks. "An invention," tells Vernon before he takes the drink and gives it a sip. "Good luck making it to cafe business," he mutters before he puts down the glass and leaves. Gladys shrugs as Elvis takes a sip of the drink. He feels his face sweat and eyes glimmer. "You know, if I wanted to throw up, I'd drink this," he tells her before he gets up and leaves. Gladys sits down at the table and serves herself some pancakes to eat alone. Elvis sings some songs on stage and then is told he is going to be booked for a public show. He smiles. That means big business, and he plans his family to be there to see him. Elvis goes home and catches Gladys in the bedroom listening to the radio. He glares at her, and when she looks up, she catches his leer. She quickly puts on a dressing gown to cover up, and then she stands to meet with Elvis. "What are you looking at?" she asks in a sharp tone. "Nothing, I was just," he begins. "You were giving me the eye," gasps Gladys as she preaches. "In my home?" Vernon comes through the door and catches Gladys with a red temper. "What's going on?" he asks as Elvis goes to his room. "He was giving me the eye," tells Gladys. Vernon glares at Elvis's closed door. "Well, I'd better go talk to him," he mutters before he walks over to Elvis's room. Elvis looks at Vernon as he enters his bedroom. "Son, were you giving your mother the eye?" he asks. "I was staring, trying to build up the courage to ask her something," tells Elvis as he shivers. "What was it?" asks Vernon. "I have a performance Thursday and wanted to know if she could come, and you too," he gasps. "Why, son, of course we can go," cheers Vernon. "Why, if your mom knew that's what you wanted, she would have dropped her temper right away," he adds. "How about I tell her right now?" "Okay," smiles Elvis. Vernon smiles. Good on you for getting your gig, he adds before he leaves. Thanks, mutters Elvis before the door closes. Gladys looks at Vernon as he approaches. Did you give him a whack, she asks. He wasn't trying to give you the eye, he was trying to ask you a question, tells Vernon. His music thing is very special, so he probably was tongue-tied. What does he want, money? Asks Gladys as she narrows her eyes. He's doing a show, and he wants us to be there, tells Vernon. Gladys laughs. Me? Outside? She asks. We should go. Support him, tells Vernon. Gladys shrugs. Be a good family thing, he adds before he moves off to have a shower. Gladys narrows her eyes. A show, she mutters, before she forces herself to turn away. Imagine that. In a couple of days, Vernon gets told to hang out with friends at a bar for a possible promotion. He calls Gladys and tells her he won't be able to go to the show with her and Elvis. Gladys puts down the phone and grows cold. Well, I don't want to go by myself, she mutters before she slips on her dressing gown. Elvis comes home. Mom, are we going to the show now? He asks. No, I don't want to, she mutters. What? Why not? Asks Elvis. Because Vernon is not going. There is no one to drive, so I don't want to go, tells Gladys. Well, I can drive us. It can still be a fun family thing, tells Elvis. Gladys shivers before she collects the keys and throws them at Elvis. Or drive there yourself, she tells. No, Ma, you gotta come, tells Elvis. There'll be people there. It's a real event. I can't, tells Gladys. I don't want to. Elvis narrows his eyes. You have to, for me, he mutters. I can't, gasps Gladys. Not with just me. And me, tells Elvis. Us? He adds. I'll just be on stage for 10 minutes, and then I'll be with you again. Gladys rolls her eyes. Are you sure? She asks. Sure as rain, tells Elvis with a smile. Okay, I'll come, tells Gladys. You have some beers and cigarettes. I'll meet you in the car. Inside the car, Elvis starts to drive. However, a cat comes onto the road and sits there. He honks, but it does not move. Gladys brakes with her foot over Elvis's foot, and with a bump, the car stops. See, I knew you couldn't drive, tells Gladys. It wouldn't move, tells Elvis. Well, then you have to stop, tells Gladys. Elvis nods. Let's switch, I can drive, she says. They arrive at the event, and Elvis helps Gladys out of her car. Together they go to the stage, and Elvis is taken away. He yells to Gladys that her seat number is seat 64, and she finds it. However, as soon as the music starts, the crowd goes wild, and with hands reaching over Gladys' shoulders, she becomes distressed. A reporter notices Gladys, and he approaches and takes her picture. Adam Lockwood, greets the reporter. Mind if we take a moment to chat? Gladys narrows her eyes. We'll go over to where it's quiet, he tells her. Are you sure you want me? Asks Gladys. You're Elvis's mother, aren't you? Asks Adam. Sure, tells Gladys before she moves on. By the side of a van, Adam and Gladys ask Gladys questions. What was Elvis like as a boy? How did he grow a like for music? Does anyone else in the family have musical talent? Gladys tries her best to answer, and at the end there is only a smile on Adam's face. Thank you for the interview, he mutters as he shakes her hand. Gladys smiles. Excuse me, he adds before leaving. Gladys returns back to the car and lights a cigarette. She turns on the radio and listens to some calmer music as the reporter pops a picture from outside. With a laugh, the stranger runs away, leaving Gladys with a frown. Soon, Elvis races to the car with anger on his stare. He opens the passenger door, but he does not get into. He wants to yell. Why weren't you out there? He asks as he gasps. Why are you in here listening to the radio? Gladys shrugs. I had a headache, she mutters. "Why did you leave me alone?" tells Elvis before he slams his guitar against the car wheel. "Just go walk it off," tells Gladys. "Gladly," tells Elvis before he slams the car door closed. Gladys drives off and Elvis goes out with some friends to drink until he is drunk. At home, Gladys drinks some wine and munches on some chocolates. Vernon won't be there, so no one is going to be there for Valentine's the next morning, so why keep it? Gladys smiles. She likes the chocolate. She enjoys them. Giving them to Vernon would have been a mistake, as she likes them more. Elvis comes home with a slam of the door, and he glares at Gladys. "Hi, Ma. Too good to stay and listen to my music? How are you?" he asks in a deep and threatening gesture. Gladys puts down the chocolate and then leaves to go to her room. Elvis steps after her, and in her room, he slams the door closed. "Get out," screams Gladys. Elvis approaches her. "Elvis," mutters Gladys, "I warned you." Elvis gives her a slap and a punch enough to throw her onto the bed. Gladys gasps before Elvis picks up his father's vacuum belt, and he pounces on Gladys before giving her a hiding enough to make her scream. Vernon comes home, and he hears Gladys screaming. He races to the bedroom and grabs Elvis and throws him off her. "What's going through your mind? You get out," he gasps, taking back his belt. "Now." "She didn't want to stay to watch me show," steams Elvis. "Do you know how that makes me feel? Hurt," he tells, before he runs out of the house. Gladys sobs as Vernon inspects her bruises. As soon as he sees bleeding cuts, he races after Elvis. However, he only gets as far as the mailbox before he gives up chasing. "The boy is too fast," he gasps before he turns back to the house. "That's it, I'm going to bed." The next day, Gladys chews on her nails as she stares at the front door. She expects Elvis back any minute. However, the door stays closed. "I hate him. He bruised me good," she mutters before she takes another sip of wine. "Terrible manners," she adds before she bites on her nails again. Elvis comes through the door. He stares at Gladys and then he clears his throat. "Do you mind if I go to my room?" he asks. "Sure, and stay there," tells Gladys as she narrows her eyes. Elvis nods and moves to walk past her. "Hey, take half my sandwich," mutters Gladys as she pushes a sandwich towards him. "May as well get your stomach filled." Elvis nods and with shaking hands he takes the sandwich. "You hurt me to the bone. Why are you so glum?" she asks. Elvis grits his teeth. "I'd rather not talk about it," he mutters before he wanders off. That night, as Gladys lays sleeping, Elvis enters her room. He stares at her a short while before moving to a chest of drawers. He peers and finds a purse, and slowly he takes out $50 inside. He swipes as Gladys stares, and then with a sigh he pockets the money and leaves. The next day, Gladys goes to do grocery shopping. She goes to pay at the counter. However, her $50 is missing. With a gasp, she holds up the line, and it is Adam Lockwood who pays the tab. "Thank you for helping me out," tells Gladys as she blinks her eyes. "Is there any way I can repay you?" she asks. "Well, you could agree to another interview. The last one you gave was gold," tells Adam. "Perhaps in that restaurant next door. We could have a chat." "Sure," agrees Gladys before she puts her groceries inside the car and leaves to have lunch with Adam. Elvis sees the two laugh as they enter the restaurant. He gives Gladys the sour eye before he runs off to find Vernon, who is at the bar drinking with friends while reading an article about Elvis. "Pa, Mom just entered a restaurant with some guy," he mutters fast. Vernon raises his brow. "Well, if that guy had a camera and looked as slick and clean, he was probably a reporter," tells Vernon, who passes Elvis a newspaper which mentions him. "She has done one interview already." Elvis reads the article and narrows his eyes. Well, I can show up then, he mutters fast. I'll go and do the interview too. Brennan raises his brows and Elvis rushes off. Elvis gasps as he walks inside the restaurant and approaches the table where he sees Adam placing a $20 bill on the table. May I join? He asks. Sure, son. I was just leaving, tells Adam before he stands up and walks away. Grady looks at Elvis. He interviewed me, she mutters. I think I put in a good word. Elvis looks at the cake she has only half eaten and slides it over to himself so that he can eat it. Well, what did you say? He asks. I said I could not be more proud to be your mum, she tells Elvis, and I am proud, she adds. Elvis smiles. Thanks, I'm glad. Grady shrugs, and then she places a $1 tip on the tab plate. It makes me feel good to be asked so many questions, she tells him. It's some buzz you don't get every day. I know it, he mutters. I've done 6, and at the end everyone tells me that I'm nice. Grady smiles. We should just go home, she tells. I've got to go and do something, but I'll see you there, mutters Elvis before he leaves. Grady shrugs, and after a few minutes, she too leaves. Buy the car a few years. Grady's. Once his mum, one muttered. Nice, tells another. Grady ignores the youth, and then after a moment she turns around to take a look at them as they approach. Hello, she greets before she was grabbed and taken to a nearby alley. The youth block the entrance as one after another tease Grady, who is left leaning against the leaking drain pipe. Grady escapes, and then with a gasp, she races to a car and leaves. At home, Grady hurries to have a shower. She feels sick. And when she undresses, she sees blood on her clothes. What's this? She asks, as she feels her nerves shake. Holding her breath, Grady shouts to cry. She ignores Brennan, who is hungry for dinner. She ignores Elvis, who is waiting to tell her he has received an army letter. Unsatisfied with cold turkey, Brennan leaves to visit the bar. Elvis watches television, wondering what life would be like if he is turned into an army boy. Grady emerges from the shower. Over the phone she sobs before looking up the doctor's phone number. Elvis enters the room. Ma, can I tell you something? He asks. Not now. I am upset, tells Grady, so Elvis nods. If someone knocks on the door, let them inside. It's the doctor, tells Grady. Elvis raises his brows and leaves. Soon there is a knock on the door. Elvis sees it's a person in a slick suit. Are you the doctor? He asks. Yes, replies the visitor. Do you mind if I leave? Asks Elvis. I want to go for a walk. Fine, tells the stranger. Elvis walks out the house, down the street. But when he notices a black car, he whistles. Sure is a nice car. Maybe I should be a doctor one day, he mutters before walking. Grady looks at the stranger by the door. He is tall, slick man, standing with a bright-eyed stare. Doctor, I think I have something wrong with me. I think I might have gonorrhea. What should I do? The man steps forward and takes off his jacket. Lay down, he mutters. Grady shrugs and does what he says. She lays down on the bed. Is this okay? She asks. I'll need you to remove your undergarments, tells the stranger. I'll do that, tells Gladys. The stranger leans over her and slowly he touches her. Gladys shivers. The stranger smiles before he starts to undress himself. Gladys gasps and panics. What kind of doctor are you? She mutters before he begins to kiss her abruptly. Elvis kicks a stone to the curb before glaring at an oncoming car. Its light has crossed. It's a doctor's car. Must be doctors on march tonight, he mutters before he watches it go past. The light car stops outside his house, and the doctor inside approaches the door. It's half open, so he steps inside, and then he hears it. And he finds the room which is being used. He watches two people on the bed. Not a good time, says the mayor. The doctor leaves. Gladys visits the doctor the next day, the real doctor. She feels nervous, and it takes 40 minutes to be seen. The doctor glares at her over glasses. He too, blind with blue eyes. Gladys sees some stardust in his eyes as he stares. She wants to smack him hard. However, she ignores the glimmer and tries her best to remain calm. I think I have gonorrhea, she mutters. How are you today? Asks the doctor, like she has not spoken. I'm stressed and distressed, she answers. With gonorrhea? He asks, before he opens the curtain to show a chair, which has belts and leg clasps. You'll need to sit in one of these for me to inspect you, he tells her. It looks threatening, tells Gladys as she grows pale. It's harmless, it's just an uncomfortable chair, he mutters, before he puts on some gloves. Gladys nods. Okay, she mutters, before she moves to lay on the chair. The doctor inspects her. It takes forever, and by the end, Gladys just wants to scream. It looks like you've had too much sexual activity, he mutters, but no gonorrhea. Gladys nods, and she redresses. That's a relief, she mutters, before she composes herself. Gladys wrinkles her nose. I can prescribe some medication for you if you like, for pain or stress. Stress, tells Gladys with a nod. The doctor writes her a script. Gladys gets some medication from the pharmacy, but when she walks outside, she meets strangers who point and talk to one another as they stare at her. Look, there's Gladys, one states. Elvis's mother. Soon a crowd gathers. Can I have your autograph? Asks one person as another takes a picture. Hey, let you and me have another, Elvis, tells another who moves to grab her. Gladys gasps, and with quick steps, she races to her car and drives away. Elvis looks at Gladys as he enters the house. She smiles and drinks some tea. Hello, tells Elvis. Hi, mutters Gladys. I found the army letter. I phoned him up and agreed that you should start at the end of the week. Elvis feels his stomach dip. Oh, great news, he mutters as his shoes ache to run. I almost forgot about that, he adds. Grady shrugs. This would be a nice break from music. It might do you some good. You might do everyone good. Is something wrong? Asked Elvis as he hears a crisp tone. Elvis just jumped by a crowd today, tells Grady. People were staring at me, pointing, taking my pictures. It was very awkward, strange, unfriendly, she adds. Elvis nods. Well then, send me to the army, he mutters as he grows a chill. Make me mend my ways, lose my fame, lose my music, he adds. It's only 2 years of duty, then you can come home, marry, and move on, tells Grady. Elvis runs his fingers through his hair, and then he backs away. Then this is how it ends, he mutters before he moves to his room. Vernon comes home and finds Elvis binging on beer. Son, why are you drinking? He asks. I'm enlisted in the army, tells Elvis. In 2 days I'll be Sergeant Elvis, he adds. Well, I read that letter, and it needs a parent to phone up to give consent to finalize the enlisting, he mutters. And I haven't phoned up. Well, Mom did, gasped Elvis. She phoned up and got me booked. Vernon sighs. Well, she did that without talking to me, so I'll talk to her tomorrow and then try to talk to the army. But they listen to a woman and not a man, tells Vernon. Elvis sighs. Oh, would you? He asks. Yes, I would, tells Vernon. Now go to bed and not worry about it, he adds. Elvis sighs. Thanks, Pa, he gasps before he leaves. Vernon looks at Grady, who is asleep in bed. He thinks of picking up his belt, but he lets it go. Instead, he slips into bed and falls asleep too. In the morning, he phones up the army, but they report that Elvis has been enlisted and will not be able to get out of duty. Vernon sighs, and with a heavy heart, he leaves to go to work. Grady wakes up to a scream, and she races to the bedroom door to see Elvis being tackled by 3 army fellows. They punch him and drag him out of the house. Ma, he gasps. Grady clutches the door frame as she stares. Nothing to worry about, Mum, tells the remaining army fellows. Just roll call, he adds before he laughs and leaves. Grady races to the front door and watches the army car drive off. She places a hand to her heart. Is that normal? She asks. Grady shops at the store. She is looked at by strangers, and she is whispered about. She leaves after the boy at the checkout sings a joke. If you were my mom, I'd never let you out of the house, he jeers. Grady marches to a car and drives home. There she spends the day smoking in her bedroom. At night, Vernon returns home. He finds Elvis absent from the house, and he slowly moves to meet Grady in his bedroom. Where's my son? He asks. Grady shrugs. The army took him away. Vernon grits his teeth. And why have they taken him away? He asks. Because, mutters Grady. He gasps as Vernon picks up his beating belt. Don't, she tells. Vernon lunges at her, and with all his spite and rage, he beats her. Grady opens her eyes. It is morning. She can only open one eye, and she sees blood as she turns her head to look at the clock. What a mess I have made, she mutters as she rests her head back on her pillow. I can't even move. I can't even turn my head, she whispers before she closes her eyes. Grady listens to the silence. There is a knock on the door, but it goes away. All there is left is absence, and she rests on it until Vernon comes home. Are you angry at me still? Asked Gladys. Of course I am, tells Vernon. You setting up our kid? Just breaks my heart, he tells her. He'll be back in 2 years, mutters Gladys. With what, one arm? Asks Vernon, before he lets his rage down. Well, maybe you are right, he mutters. Let's not fight anymore. I would like that, tells Gladys, with a half smile, as Vernon slips into bed. Vernon looks at Gladys. Look at you, he mutters, before he rests his face on her chest to sleep. Gladys wriggles. On the pillow, dear, she nudges. Vernon mused. I will love you again one day, tells Vernon, before he closes his eyes. Not now, but later. Gladys smiles. Give me some chocolates when you do, she mutters. Vernon nods. Okay, he mutters. Gladys rests her head, and after a long time she falls asleep. The next day, Gladys bakes cakes and cookies, trying her best to smile with the bruises covering her skin. She succeeds, however, Knuckle catches her unawares. There is a stranger there. The same one as before. Get lost, she orders, before he enters the house. Gladys, he asks, before he grabs and drags her to the bedroom. Gladys struggles with all her might, however she squats so hard she feels her head spin, and she lays limp as her dress is taken off her, and she feels the guy grip her like she is his lost love. Who are you? She asks. The guy slaps her hard, harder than before, muttering sharp German words that she can't understand. Gladys feels him all over her, and all she can do is let a tear slip over her face. After several hours, of smoke in the house fills the house. The stranger hurriedly takes the cookies out of the oven before leaving the tray in a bin. Gladys sobs as she hears him swear. Who on earth was that? She asks, before a car rolls and speeds down the street. I don't know. I just don't know, she mutters, before she begins to cry.